Welcome back, everybody. It's Lamont Tyson representing the politics of being black. In this video, we're going to talk about the gift that keeps on giving. Marjorie Taylor Greene just drops the dime on who we all knew on the progressive side who was blocking the Epstein files, but maybe MAGA will hear it better from Marjorie Taylor Greene. And we've also got this ballroom that Trump is building that's going to be full of fake ass gold, the gold that turns your skin green. They are going to block the donor list, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, by the way, I trade stocks every day. Name of my channel, Win by Losing in Stocks. And if you've been following me the last month I've been doing it, you've only seen me lose 3 times out of a whole month. You can get a one-on-one with me to follow my system. Link is in description. Take a listen at what the homegirl Marjorie had to say.
Telling the speaker and Leader Thune, so Speaker Johnson and Leader Thune, stop this. Do not pass any resolution to release the Epstein files. He told Pam Bondi at the DOJ, no matter what you think of Pam Bondi, he flat out told her, do not release the Epstein files. He was blocking everybody.
It was all him because there's a huge narrative out there that it's all Pam Bondi's fault. That
they want to make it Pam Bondi.
Undermining him. You're saying that, to your knowledge, he was driving this bus. Trump drove the bus.
Duh.
Right. Like, I don't need more.
I just can't. Okay. Here's the thing about the MAGA movement and then we're straddling, rational thought in the MAGA movement. Of course, Donald Trump told Pam Bondi not to release the Epstein files. He went over to the DOJ and put a Kim Jong-un style banner on the building. 18 months ago, Fox News would have been in full-blown cardiac arrest had Joe Biden put a portrait of himself up at the DOJ.
Anybody who's not stuck in the Fox News bubble, anyone who has any modicum of intellectual curiosity, we knew damn well that this was not Pam Bondi's doing. This was at the behest of Trump. And I think at this point in time, folks, we might have to put an APB out or some kind of body protection on Marjorie Taylor Greene, because she has been making a whole lot of sense over the last couple of months since she's basically been kicked out of the club of Trump. Now, why she got kicked out of the club of Trump, I really don't know the real reason, but I am glad that she's singing like a mockingbird. And at the end of the day, folks, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind hanging out with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, before y'all throw arrows at me, I do not agree with her policies, period. I think she has said some of the meanest, vile, disgusting things. But there are some Republicans who I hate so much I want to just hang with them to see how they are just hanging out. And she's one of them. But I am glad that she's telling the truth on some things. And I do think that she's doing this because she's trying to separate herself as someone who is crazy, but crazy like a fox, and make a run for the office of presidency in the coming elections. That's what I think. And that is if MAGA will follow her. Because what have we learned about MAGA? Everything that they claim they stood for, we've learned under Trump twice that it's all a lie. They claim they stood for patriotism, but yet we see MF is hanging off the side of the Capitol building looking like white spider monkeys. They claim they're about religion, yet when Trump posts a picture about himself looking like Jesus, they are more worried about that than they actually are the actual behavior that Trump has been doing that's un-Jesus-like. It's all symbolism, folks. And I'm just wondering how this is going to all turn out with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and how much more will she drop? And will anybody join her? Will Pam Bondi join her claims? Ladies and gentlemen, post your comments. Let me know what you think. Next, we get to this ballroom situation, ladies and gentlemen. The big ugly ass ballroom that Trump is building. Now, when you look at these pictures of how he's destroying the White House, I can recall a time when Barack Obama put up a basketball court and white America, the MAGA Republican white America, literally, I thought we was going to have to put an APB out on some of them from hanging out by bridges because some of them couldn't swim, as if they was going to jump over. Because you would think that he defaced the White House as if he pooped on it the way these guys did at the riots on January 6th, pooping on people's desks. Now, they let them get away with it, but Obama, oh no, put up a basketball court. We don't want none of that nigger shit. But anyway, Trump is destroying and defacing the White House to put up a fake ass gold ballroom. And take a listen at how they could possibly money launder.
The Trump administration's fundraising arrangement for the White House Ballroom project shields donor identities and excludes the White House from conflict of interest requirements, according to records obtained by the Post. So this is where journalism is so important, because every single one of these people that are donating money for Donald Trump to make his playpen, which is the ballroom, which he will not shut the fuck up about. I want these people, when this administration is over, when we make a museum about the man, the buffoon, the incompetent piece of shit buffoon that broke our country, but we fought back. I want in stone in this museum, the anti-fascist American Museum, every rich motherfucker that bent the knee to him. I want them in history books. I want them in museums. You know what happened to the Sackler family after they were exposed for poisoning and killing Americans with the opioid epidemic? Donald Trump and Elon Musk, these people are killing the weakest among us. And I want these people to live in infamy forever.
I am with the ladies of I've Had It. If you haven't subscribed to their channel, you should. Their link will be in the description. This is an atrocity. And when Democrats get power back, and when I say Democrats, people, I'm talking about non-corporate Democrats. Because if we stick with corporate Democrats, we're never going to get stuff done. When Democrats get power, we have got to start doing the long game, meaning that education, the real history of how this nation was started, and real science, not alternative facts, and there's no such thing as that. But we've got to start putting real education back in books, real science, real hypotheses, real trial and error, so that people are not pulled by the wool of the rich ever again. Because that's exactly what's happening. Now, here are a few faces of the rich who's probably donated to this fucking ballroom, but there are so many others who are going to be able to remain anonymous that we should not be supporting, because they clearly are telling you, the American people who aren't rich, that they don't care about your ass. They want to feel elite. They want to sit on a high perch, look down on you, tell you what to do, tell you not to want socialism, even though they are the provocateurs and receivers of the same socialism, and just want you to grovel at their feet, beg them for everything you need, and be forced to have to work for their conspiracy crazy asses so that you can survive. And they've got so much money that they're able to contribute to this ballroom when the average American person is struggling because of them and the policies put in place by Trump. And so Democrats, you've got to start educating people better. You've got to start leveling this socialism playing field better. And you've got to start treating America like it is post-Nuremberg trials Germany, where everyone who tried to thwart democracy and uphold theocracy, uphold oligarchy, and uphold fascism, you got to put their name on blast, and we've got to eradicate that kind of crazy ass behavior. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, please share. Turn on my notifications, people, because I do a bunch of pop-up lives. I'm going to start doing that live from the Politics of Being Black studios pretty much every day, and I want you guys to be surprised with it. But I want you guys to come and enjoy, and I always accept super chats. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, I am out.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month, I got that full. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.